Hey babes, so today I'm going to be going over my week-long process of dyeing my hair red for the first time and all the mistakes I made. So the first thing I did was go ahead and grab this set from Amazon. This is the L'Oreal High Color Highlights. It is in the shade red, and then I picked up these mixing bowls as well. These will all be linked down below, so don't worry. I also picked up this Adore hair dye in the color Cinnamon because I wanted it to be a little bit toned down. I didn't want a super bright, crazy red for me, so I used only half of the cinnamon color. Then I used a 40 developer because I did want to lift it as much as I could since I was going from my black hair to a red color. So after I mixed it all together, it came out looking like this beautiful, vivid, bright red. So I went ahead and started applying the hair dye, and the problem here is that I actually started to apply from the roots to the ends, and you will see very well why that is a problem because the roots started to process a lot faster, and this is because of the heat of my scalp. Also, it's because my hair is virgin hair at the roots, so it definitely took the color way faster than it did on the ends, and this is what ended up coming out. So as you can see, only my roots took the color, and this is because I dyed my hair black. I used a box dye to dye my hair black. My hair is not naturally black, so that means I needed to lift the black dye first before I can actually color my hair red, and that was my first mistake. So now let's get into fixing that, attempt number 2. So I followed this other girl's YouTube video talking about this specific product that helped her to remove the black dye without bleach. Now that is where that was a lie. Because I was so desperate to get my hair red, I just immediately jumped in with using this product. And as I was even using it, I'm looking at this like, yo, this is seeming like bleach. So what I should have used was this. This is the Color Remover. As you can see on the front of the box, it even says it's ammonia-free and bleach-free. This would have been way more gentle on my hair when it came to lifting the black dye because I did do a little bit of research on both of the ingredients of these color removers, and the Color Zap has hydrogen peroxide in it, which is an ingredient that's used in bleaches that is very harsh when it comes to lifting the color off of like the black dye and colors off of our hair. So with that being said, I'm going to link an article down below from an actual hair professional that goes into detail about both of these products. Now with just my experience alone, I would recommend going with the Color Oops because you guys, when I was even mixing this Color Zap product, I was really in my head like, this seems like bleach. I've bleached wigs before, so I know, the smell. I know even just like mixing the products together, I know how it starts to look, how it feels even when you're putting it on. Like I was in my head like, this is bleach, but I was just so desperate to get my hair red, and the girl's video I watched said it was bleach free, so I was just so naive. But I'm here to tell you guys, like, I don't think you guys should use this, because when I went to actually rinse this out and I felt my hair afterwards, that's when I was like, okay, that was bleach, because my hair was so dry. It also didn't even lift all of the color in one take. It did it in spots, so I had to go back and do this 3 times in total in order to get all of the black dye lifted. So yeah, guys, if you have hair that is dyed black, you need to lift the color in order to get it red, and if you do this, I certainly recommend using the Color Oops. It will be more gentle on your hair. Now this is how it came out once I did do this lifting process 3 times, and I was actually happy with the results. I thought it looked pretty good. I did just want it to be more of a vibrant color that I was going for, like a red, reddish orange is what I started to want from there, because I liked how it kind of looked there, but it was just dull. So anyways, I decided to go in again and dye my hair again. So we're gonna use this really rouge red. It's just like a regular hair dye, and then I used it with a 10 developer, and then I went back in with the red, but the copper red color of the High Color hair dye. I used 20 developer because I didn't want it to be too bright, since my hair was already like more of a, you know, brighter color now. And I did use this because this was in the girl's video that I watched, and she said basically it helps to even out you know, your red all over your hair, which I did not see that, so I honestly just don't even feel like this is necessary. But when I was mixing this, you guys, it was so bright orange, it scared the heck out of me, and I was just like, this is gonna be too bright for me. So I went in with the high color in red again. I added literally just like a drop. And when I tell you, you guys, the hair dye ended up going to a dark brown. You see it there, it's like a kind of like a dark orange, but it got even darker than that. It turned brown. And I went ahead and just applied the, you know, the dark red to the roots. I even put the stuff on my eyebrows because I was trying to go for you know, the same color eyebrows, but I didn't leave it on long enough on my eyebrows, so it didn't really take that much. But when I did go ahead and rinse it all out, this is how it came out looking, and I was not satisfied with this because this was way too dark. My roots still were looking like a lighter color than the rest of my hair. I was not happy with this at all. So I don't recommend mixing the high color red hair dyes. So I had to go back in again because I am a perfectionist. So I went in again with the Red Rouge hair dye, the regular Red Rouge hair dye for the roots, and then this time I used just the red for the high color hair dye. So I did need to mention that every time I dyed my hair, I waited a full day because this is a lot of processing going on, and I made sure to deep condition my hair every single time after I did this. So this is how it ended up coming out this time when I dyed it, which I was pretty happy with. As far as the hair color, I thought it was cute, but again, the roots I didn't like because they were still way brighter. I did just go ahead and style it to see how it would look, and I used the Main's Choice Kazam liquid gel, and it worked pretty good. I did like how my curls look, but as you can see, my roots, I did not like that at all. It just looked like my scalp was bleeding or something. I could have waited to wash it a few more times and it would have went away, but me, being a perfectionist, I wanted it fixed right away. So I used this Root Touch Up by Clairol. I used the dark brown shade, and you guys, this stuff is like, it's so little. I don't know why I thought more was gonna come in this, but it's not that much at all. So I ended up using that, and I felt like I couldn't use it on my entire head. I only used it on literally the edges of my head, and I also put it on the middle part. So the problem with this is I left it for way too long. It's only like 10 minutes, and I left it for maybe like 20-30 minutes, and it came out black. Yeah, black, and I was not going for that. I wanted a dark red root, so I therefore went in again to dye my hair, and this time around I decided to use the red high color once again with a 40 developer this time, and I made sure to put it on my roots like first because I wanted that to process as much as possible on top of the, you know, the previous dye that was looking black. So after I rinsed that out, I used this deep conditioner by the Curls brand. It's from their Poppin' Pineapple collection. It is amazing. I've been using it for years. This is not sponsored. I love this stuff, and it literally brought the softness back to my hair after all that bleaching. I get it delivered in one day off Amazon because I love the convenience. I will also have a link down below for you guys to try it out. Trust me, it's really good. I also picked this up from Amazon. Now this is from a Black-owned business as well. Now I found this product through Helicia. Her name is I Know Lee on Instagram. She has amazing perm rod sets, so I decided to use this, and oh my god, it is so moisturizing. It's a hair lotion. And then I use this Black-owned business Silk Out System, their Silk Whip Foam, and I use the Aussie, they're not Black-owned, but Aussie, I use their Volume Mousse to basically go ahead and do a Flexi rod set. I just start by putting my hair in the middle, or wrapping the end on one side and then rolling up the other side, and then I bend both sides to keep it in place. Now with this, you have to make sure these things is fully dry before unraveling them, because if you don't, oh my goodness, it will turn out a mess and you will just have wasted all your time. This side came out fully dry, but the other side, some of the twists at the very top were still wet. So I definitely did my best to make it look cute. I did go and unravel them, and then I used my Silk Out System blow dry. Y'all be asking about this. I'll have it linked below, but I used that to go ahead and stretch it. I used it on the low heat to stretch it out a little bit. I did want to show you how it looks in the sun. So this is the red in the sun, which I think is absolutely beautiful. And these are the roots. They did come out like a nice dark red, which is what I wanted. But yeah, here it is, you guys, up in a puff, which I thought was super duper duper cute. I loved it. And so now I'm going to show you guys how I dyed my drawstring ponytail to match. So I used the 40 Developer and the red high color L'Oreal dye as well. And because this ponytail, I assumed it was already like a natural black, I did not bleach it. So I did just go straight in with just the developer and the hair dye. And I used aluminum foil to cover it for about, it was, honestly you guys, I forgot about this I forgot I was dyeing this. So I know it was at least 3 hours that I left this here for. But after I did remove it, it came out like this, and I thought it was just so beautiful. Looked really, really good. Here are some photos. So the ponytail is from Amazon, and this outfit that you see is from Amazon. If you ain't know, I love me some Amazon. So I'm wearing a 20-inch ponytail, and the outfit I'm wearing a small. I will have both of them linked below. Now I'm gonna give you guys a recap, just so you can get it right the first time and not go through a week of processing like me. You want to use the color remover if your hair is dyed black, okay? Also, get at least 2 to 3 bottles of this hair dye, because it is a little bit. And then use a 40 Developer if you want it really bright. Use a 20 if you don't want it that super bright. And then also start at the ends of your hair. Avoid your roots until the very last 10 minutes, so that you don't get what's called hot roots and it's much brighter than the rest of your hair. If you do mess up, I don't recommend using these root touch-ups because it's just such a little product. I would say use a regular box dye, and then make sure you use a good conditioner to, you know, basically add softness back to your hair if, you know, your hair is feeling very much dry afterwards. And use cool water to rinse your hair to preserve the color. So I hope you guys learned something from my super long, crazy process of doing my hair and making it red. Definitely give this video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that, and comment down below what you guys think, any tips that you have for any body. And thanks so much for watching, and hope to see you in my next video. Bye.